if Tom Brady's my boy, why am I playing for earnest salary?
Right.
You my boy though, right?
Right.
Gronkowski is boy, right?
Right.
How much did he get paid?
Significant amount.
All right, so why is AB on the prove it deal? Who's better than me over there? Let's be real.
Right. But
No, let's not be right. Let's be honest.
A few moments later.
Back again. Set your podcast down. Fellas. How are we?
Good.
What
up? G in the building, Reek in the building. I'm in the building, McFly. I don't know, man. I don't even know how to start with this one. I just I feel like there's a lot we got to go into. First and foremost, we don't do many NFL segments. It's just, I don't know, boys don't watch the NFL like we used to, unfortunately.
And it's playoff time.
And it's playoff time, right? Like, normally this is just weird, man, because
I got you. Let me change my background. I got you.
Oh, you okay? Fair enough. But so Antonio Brown made a bit of a wave by literally walking off mid-game, throwing his jersey to the stands. And, you know, at first glance, it just looks like some typical AB being AB shit. But apparently, as he explained, he was essentially told to play through an injury. Now, the NFL hasn't, been less than forthcoming. So he claims. wait, so he claims. It wouldn't be the first time the NFL has hid, injury information or been kind of shady about that. So I'm not, maybe. But
got the text.
You saw it?
He got the text.
I mean, he do got the text. Like, he does have the text. I mean, he's not this. I don't know how much of a lie it is when he just seem to have some proof of this. He's been on social media on a tear, talking shit about talking shit about Tom Brady, but just being real about this idea that Tom's just a great guy. Like, maybe. And apparently he linked up with Kanye. Gave him a haircut in the bathroom of a restaurant. It looks like I don't know where
I told you it's a pizza cutter haircut.
Yeah, because they had the pizza shop with the cutter. That's his barber. It all makes sense why his hair's erratic. AB's his barber. We found it. That's who Edward Nigga Hands is. That's who it is. That's him. It's AB. That's his barber name. So yeah, I mean, first and foremost. Yeah, I think he was crazy with just walking off the field. Give your opinion on that. And then number two, his comments on Tom Brady I thought were interesting. Did you guys hear them? And if so, what were your thoughts?
What were they? But first of all, he's an adult. He can do whatever he wants to.
True.
It just so happens that his actions are tied to fines. So maybe he probably shouldn't do some of them things, but
Probably. Fair enough. What he said was, this notion that like Tom Brady's this great guy, that's my boy. He was like, essentially his loyalty is tied to how well I play football. He was like his real boy, like Gronk. He was comparing the contracts. He's like, I'm getting paid what? He said, how much is Gronk getting paid? And he said, now who's better? And I was like, career-wise, definitely Gronk is. But Gronk can barely run now. So I get what he's saying about like there's a difference between like friends and work colleagues, which is essentially what he was saying, just not nearly as eloquently as that. But that's what he said, the gist of it. The gist of it was, I am an asset as long as I can do this, play this game. That's what he was saying.
Does he expect Tom Brady, and I don't like Tom Brady, but does he expect Tom Brady, who just met him, to be his best friend and his advocate?
He's known Gronk for a while. He's like, man, that's his boy. Like,
Brian got him mad championships.
He won like 4 championships or something.
Mad Super Bowls.
Yeah. I mean, he's won 4 rings with him, I think. Close to
something
that.
like that. But it's like,
something
what more
like
do you, like, I mean, yeah, like, what do you want from him? Like, oh, that's your boy? Yeah.
Yeah. That's what he said. He would, I guess, but in his defense, slightly, because I think he's kind of crazy. He said what I think was obvious. Their loyalty to me is based on how well I can play football.
Yeah, so it's a team.
Right.
So
that's pretty much the contract you sign with every NFL team.
You can play this game at a high level. That's why we care
well,
about you doing this.
Yeah.
You play bad, we're cutting you.
You better go make up with Ben. That's your boy.
Not after I'm from the pit, not the palace. After that shit dropped, ain't no more going back there. First off, this music video that he dropped, if you guys didn't see it, it looks like he's in one outfit the whole time with the iPhone camera.
Wait, what is it called? Because I didn't see it.
Not the palace. Pit, not the palace.
He's been like performing that in New York.
Yeah, he was in the. That's how I see him. I'm like, did you go in the hallway and record this and then walk out?
AB tried to blame his ankle, right? After he ran off the field. They ain't like I've had hurt ankles before. You're not doing all that.
There's no visible.
Yeah, especially at the rate that he's saying how painful it was, and I got to get surgery, and my tendons are all torn up. You bouncing around like kind of cool. You just caught 10 passes the week before.
He did catch 10 passes the week before. That's fair.
Like so, it's like you ain't that hurt, and you caught passes in the game.
That also is true. That also is true.
Just odd to me. And then like more reports saying like he was yelling at Tom Brady. He's like, Gronk is your boy again. Oh, blah 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 blah. Gronk is back. Like Brady. I mean, yeah, he was targeting you last week, but I'm pretty sure Brady's like, yo, I'm not losing to the Jets. So if Gronk is open, I'm passing it to him. Like it's pretty simple.
I would assume he was on that. Yeah, because they were playing awful.
They were playing bad.
They were down that game considerably before they picked it up.
Right. So then you do all this shenanigans. You throw your jersey off, run around no shirt on in freezing weather. Then you leave in the most terrible outfit I've ever seen. Then you go and hang out with Fab that same day, who's dressed like Oscar the Grouch.
Listen, Fab's fresh. All right, leave Fab alone. No, come with
Fab. Fab, it might be time.
Time for what?
Yo, this dude don't got enough people in this camp to tell him no.
Fab is starting to become the Walt Clyde Frazier of rap.
But you can't talk about him. Same thing. Same
yeah,
problem.
like it's like we know you're a fashion guy, but it's getting ridiculous.
It's getting ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous, I think it's so appropriate that he ended up linking with Kanye, because there are two guys who are just the world is about me. They are two guys that are all about themselves, and the self-promotion never stops.
Guy, literally before the news came out that AB hooked up with Kanye, I tweeted about how they're the same guy.
We got the screenshots.
We got the screenshots.
We're gonna have the screenshots. They are the same.
Like
guy.
they both do this whole we're going to rebel against the white man talk. But
meanwhile,
then live
work with them all the time.
Right. Totally opposite. Totally opposite.
They do those. I knew where you were going. Good thing you didn't go there. Yes. Yeah. I understand. They live very interestingly to be so pro-black. I will say that 100%.
So it's like, okay, I'll get the black folks on my side whenever I don't want to hold myself accountable for my actions. I know how to do that.
We'll let it slide.
Yeah, we'll let it slide. I'm gonna start blaming the whites. But then it's like all you want to do is stuff like to appease the whites.
Also true. Kanye is really King Pander, and that's kind of where AB is. They act like they're not, but as soon as you wanted to get back in football, you started acting right, doing what you had to do. It wasn't about empowerment no more. You want them checks again. I get it. The real question is, are you excited about the potential collab between AB and Kanye? The AB album being produced by Kanye. Are you excited for this? Will he make an appearance on Donda too?
He might. I'll say this: if I'm Soulja Boy, and AB makes it and I don't,
oh, that's beef on sight. He said he gonna have AB on it before me. Oh man, I was the first football player to turn rapper. Check my tape in high school. Oh man, that's great. Well,
I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Hitting at the Palace wasn't a bad song.
it's not bad. Yo, honestly,
it wasn't a bad song.
Yo, no troll. It's not a bad song. It's considering what else is popping out right now. It is not a bad song. I cannot lie. I'm gonna pin out the Palace. I toe tapped and bop the head, man. Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's not bad.
It's not going in the rotation, but I'm not skipping it.
No, if it comes, I'm like, okay, I'll listen to it. I heard the first 30 seconds. I'm just like, what is this? I was like, all right, you got me. You got me for another 2 minutes.
He might be on to something. He got all the rappers in the video. He might be on to something. Just get a couple writers, you good.
Oh man,
he got the same personality as these pill popping rappers anyway. So
very true, very true. But hey, we love all the rap, right? We gotta support all the rap, man. We talk about this offline. Gee, we gotta pill popping rap has a place as well, man. We gotta love it all, because if we don't embrace it, who will? Who will embrace our brothers? We must embrace and big them up. So pill popping rappers are welcome. Right, just don't teach the kids to pop pills until they're old enough to know what they're doing. I guess I don't know how that works.
The trolling is crazy right now.
No, me trolling? Why would I troll them about making pill popping rap? Like, no, if that's what makes you happy and it's making you money.
Speaking of pill popping rap, I was watching this is totally off the subject, but not really. I was watching a documentary on HBO on Juice WRLD. That is
oh my goodness,
pill popping.
Like I never want to say that somebody deserves something that happened to them that was bad, but he was making very poor decisions. If you look into the circumstances around what happened to him, it was the definition of self-inflicted. It's sad, but it's the definition of self-inflicted. Like, you just gotta make better choices. It's just you gotta make better choices.
It's definitely I gotta finish watching it, but it's interesting. Maybe might be on the same path. Because now you ain't playing, you can do as much drugs as you want.
That is true. Let's hope though. Let us hope that that's not his plan.
I'm just curious why people are surprised, because and I'm not gonna pretend I've seen it all the way, but like when he was the spokesperson for Madden, I forget which one, I seen it then. Like all the in-person events he would come to, AB I'm talking about. Yeah. Like the dude is nuts. When they gave him a stage, he showed out, and not in a good way.
No. He is that type of person. They want to blame CTE. He might have some of that, but he was wilding before that perfect hit that everybody claims gave him CTE. Like, you can go back.
Talk about, they nailed it down to a specific hit.
Yeah, when he played against Cincinnati and Burfict, cleaned his clock. They basically was like, oh, that was when he got CTE right there. It's like,
nah, right there.
Yeah,
that exact moment.
Right at that moment, like, you got CTE off that hit. Like, it's like
medically, that's how it works. What you mean?
Right.
I'm just saying they figured they narrowed it down to the exact moment.
Yeah, it's like that's when it happened. It's like, nah,